Okay, and we should be back. Just want to question again to the chat if you guys can hear mumble and the game sound, and if there needs to be a balance change on those.
Let me check real quick. Sounds good.
Okay, and do you need me to man donations again, or are you guys sticking around?
I'm gonna be around, yeah.
Okay. Do you want me to read them and you do spreadsheet, or can you handle?
I could do both.
Alright, if you want to, that's fine.
It's all good. I give you a break, man. Although, I do admire your reading skills. I gotta admit.
Thank you. It's alright, I will pass the torch, that's fine. I need a little break. Monkey ball is an exhausting sport.
Yeah, it seemed like it.
Ugh, so stressful. Alright. So, can you guys hear the game audio, and can you hear mumble?
When I just checked, yeah, it sounded good.
And it sounds good?
Sounds good.
Alright, Prier, I've got you up, and I guess whenever you're ready, you can count it down, and we'll get going.
Alright. Well, we'll first let you scroll through this lovely intro.
Oh.
I have no idea what it says.
None of us do.
Oh my god, dude, it's flying everywhere.
And as most people can see, they ripped the backgrounds from LTTP's intro.
Alright.
Is it time?
It's about time.
Oh,
Let's do this.
You ready, Golden?
I'm ready whenever you are. Count it down.
Alright. 3, 2, 1, go. Kirby, do you have any intro to say?
Oh yeah, so this is the Chinese LTTP for NES. It's a, what should we call it, like a pirate, a bootleg. Basically what they did is they ripped all the sprites from A Link to the Past on Super Nintendo and put it on the 8-bit. And this is the result.
Already the chat loves it already.
Yeah, you're in for a treat. This game is simply amazing. It really is.
No, it's not. It's so bad.
No,
It's
I
good
don't
when
understand this.
Good when the runner endorses it, yeah.
it is amazing. So, one thing that, yeah, you see right on this screen right there, like, the enemies are so weird. Like, the enemy that you saw after the uncle is supposed to be in a dark world, but it's just a normal enemy in this game. And you'll see all kinds of crazy stuff in this game. A very important thing early on in the run is to lift pots and grab money, because the money works a little funky in this game. When you fight soldiers or find money outside, it's only worth 10. But finding money under pots in dungeons is worth 257, I want to say.
Yes.
And you need 500 to buy the flippers, or to get the flippers rather. We'll get to that later. But just for now, you want to find 2 money drops inside either Hyrule Castle or Eastern Palace. And no, the money in this game is not rupees, it's just money.
There's a symbol next to it. It's probably a word for money.
Yeah.
But
And
I
as you
now
can
have the ice
see-
statue.
Yeah, the ice statue Zelda, who is following us. And when the ice statue Zelda is following you, you cannot pick up any pots, so it's important to do it before.
And I'm having really bad luck so far. I have 0 money. And
Yeah.
I'm stuck on a jellyfish.
So he's gonna have to pick up some extra pots in Eastern.
The fastest way to run through this game is to pretty much run through enemies. Since enemies seem to zero in on you all the time, it's better to just have them get inside of your hitbox and then walk right on by.
Yes. And the escape in this game is so much faster compared to the normal one on the Super Nintendo, because it's over right now.
Okay, there was a request to turn down the sound. I just did it, so if it sounds better, let me know. If it still needs to be turned down more, let me know that too.
What? Turn it down? This music is so awesome, it needs to be turned up.
Agreed.
You're gonna miss
Obviously.
the good song.
Oh yes, so another thing about this game is that it works with triggers in order to get to certain places. So for those people who remember in the Super Nintendo version where you have the option to go to the village and speak to people on where to go next, you have to speak to those people in this game. Because you basically have to talk to them in order to enter the next dungeon. So the first guy we're gonna talk to is this ice statue standing right next to bushes. And what he activates is the old man outside of Eastern Palace, who we are gonna talk to next. And after that we can enter Eastern Palace.
Learning this game was quite interesting, especially since we couldn't read it. We pretty much had to have basic knowledge of the game, and remember that there were actually triggers. Like, this guy actually told you to go talk to Saharaswala, and then he told you to get the pendants and everything.
Yeah. And I see a lot of people talking about the music. The music changes on random in this game. There's 8 songs or something in this game, and when you get to certain screens, it just picks a song at random and plays that one.
What's really bad is if you get into a dungeon, when you're inside of a dungeon, the music doesn't change. And if you get stuck with a really bad song, you're stuck with it through the entire dungeon.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have time for one comment?
Yes.
Alright, so we have a $5 donation from Joy Oliver. And she says, put this towards Peach's hand cam or something. Thanks to all the runners for all the good stuff. Thank you, Joy. So that's going towards Peach's hand cam for Mischief Makers, which he's running tomorrow.
Got it.
Apparently, the 96 exit race is finally finished.
Oh yeah, so the 96 exit race is finished. The only one has finally finished. I could link the results in the chat. Poochie. Wait, is that?
He linked the past results page on SRL.
Oh,
That's good
yeah.
enough.
So Poochie Darcy just linked the Speedruns Live website. So if everyone clicks on that, you'll see the results. And if you scroll down to the bottom, you'll see the only one finished with a respectable time of 5 hours, 55 minutes, and 21 seconds.
Dang.
So,
Congratulations.
Good
Cutting
job,
the
the only
golden.
one. He cut the golden. Yeah, Golden, what was your time?
It was like 6:30.
It was like 6:18, and an hour of that was spent just screwing around Orban, and
Nice.
that's my excuse.
No excuses.
Yeah, there were no excuses. It was really bad,
Yeah. And
but I made it.
it was crazy. So shoutouts to the only one for never giving up, and shoutouts to True Skill for giving me 69 points.
Good
Good
number.
job, everyone. Yeah, it was a great race, and biggest SMW race also on SOL so far.
Now, as you can see, the dungeon is pretty much the same. It's just very, very stripped down. And it kind of tells you where to go.
Yeah, it's so basic and simple. So, I don't know if you saw earlier, but Prier got a big yellow coin drop. That was the money that he needed. I don't know. Did you have 2 money drops already?
Just one.
So yeah, this is the Armos Knight. You probably remember them from the original 6 statues jumping around. Well, here it's just 4 of them spinning around.
This is great.
Yeah, they never change. This is all they do all day.
The bosses get so much better from here on.
Yeah,
Yes.
it really does. The bosses, like Moldorm, you are not ready for that. So basically what you do here, there's a bunch of different strats you can use in this one. I stand in one place and mash my button like crazy. Prier chase him down, and yeah, his strat is way faster than mine.
But the fastest strat would be ACM's, where he damage boosts through the entire thing.
Yes.
Where he stands in the corner and just takes the damage and mashes as fast as he can.
Exactly. And another shitty thing about this game, I mean, a very good thing about this game, is that as soon as you kill the boss and you get the takes, that's when you get the pendant or crystal, but you do not get teleported outside, you have to walk.
Good feature.
It essentially doubles gameplay.
Yes. Very clever of the Chinese.
Yeah, I mean, this just defines replay value.
Yes. So hopefully we'll get a better song now. Coming up. This is one of the worst songs in the game, by the way. There is actually one good song. I'll let you know when it's on.
One
there
good
it is.
song out of 8.
This is the one. This is the good song.
Is it the one with the stuck?
And there
No,
it goes.
wait. No, it went away. Ah, stupid randomizer.
Now, as you all know, when you talk to the old man after Eastern, you pick up the dash boot.
Oh
And
yeah.
these dash boots are awful. It took us a good week to figure out how they worked.
Oh yes.
Apparently, you hold A for a certain amount of frames and start dashing. Now, the big problem with this is the dash mechanics in the overworld and in dungeons are completely different. So if you try to use the dash method that I'm using right now, just holding and releasing the A button to dash, it will not work in the dungeon. What is a dungeon? You have to hold it for like a couple frames more or something.
Yeah, and when you're dashing inside a dungeon, it's harder to stop it.
Oh,
So
it's impossible to
basically,
stop it.
yeah, basically what you do is just mash the D-pad as crazy, and that'll stop Link. Although sometimes it
Yeah.
doesn't.
And in the original game, what I'm doing here is, they had you go to Agena in the desert, and he'll tell you about a book in the library, and of course, you have to talk to the guy before you spawn anything.
So yes, what Prier just did was spawn the Book of Medora inside the library.
I like how this refuses to give us the good song for more than a screen.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
does it.
Good song.
I like how the dash carries over multiple screens.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
Except in dungeons.
And you'll see another cool thing with the dashing after we're done with Eastern Palace.
Oh.
Oh, and a funny note about the song that we just called a good song. It is actually ripped from a symphony. I can't remember who from who, but they stole the music too.
Why would they put any effort into the music?
Yes, SSJ Metroid got it. Antonin, however you pronounce his name, yeah, the Symphony Number 9, that's it.
Vorjak.
There you go.
Dvorak.
There you go.
Now, I'm visiting most of the fairy fountains because, if I were to use really safe strats, I would have just picked up the bottle at the very beginning of the game. But since I skipped the bottle, I'm just gonna visit every fairy fountain to heal. I did it again.
Did it give you the dungeon
Yeah.
text?
I don't understand.
Yeah, this was something
Did
we
it-
discovered yesterday. He gets a random text box in there and we don't know why. So you still need one more money drop, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's plenty of pots in this dungeon, so we should be able to find one.
When I'm inside dungeons, you might see me standing around for a bit. God damn. And that's because I'm starting dashing. Oh wait, you didn't talk about the pots, did you?
About when you pick them up and dash, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you pick up pots by walking up to them and press the A button. and there's a problem with that because you also dash by holding the A button. So when you pick up a pot and you want to throw it away really quickly, the game gets confused and it doesn't really know if you want to throw it or do a dash. So what it does is it throws the pot and gives you a dash immediately. So in certain spots, when Prier has to pick up a lot of pots, you'll see him just like bump into a lot of them, and that is like, yeah, the game gets confused on what it's supposed to do.
And just like the real game, you walk outside of the wrong entrance in Desert.
Yep.
Alright, just want to remind everybody again, because it's been a while since we've plugged it, but you guys are watching the Number S&W Marathon. It's 50 plus hours of speedruns this weekend, and we're raising money to send speedrunners who are in need of financial assistance to AGDQ. We've already accomplished our goal, so the money that we raise now, that is excess of what we need, will go to the Prevent Cancer Foundation. So that is the charity of choice for AGDQ. And so your money is in good hands, and if you donate $3 or more right now during this game, you'll be entered to win a prize. And if you get chosen at the end of the marathon for donating during Chinese Link to the Past, notice how I'm stalling again.
No!
One of these times, I'm gonna have it.
No, are you fucking
Humble
serious?
Bundle 4.
It's impossible.
You'll win a Humble Bundle 4.
Wait,
I've never ever seen this happen before in this.
yeah, this
there we go.
is... Wow.
Well,
Yeah, this is a rare little glitch. Sometimes the projectile from La Mola can get stuck in midair, and whenever it does, you have to walk into it and take the hit because La Mola refuses to spawn if the projectile is frozen on screen. And
What happened there was Lenmos also has a box of invulnerability around him, which you also want to get into. And apparently that little square of garbage had his box around it, so I couldn't figure out how to walk around it.
And there's also the room right before La Mola where you press the 4 buttons. There's a way to get stuck in there. You notice how the wall disappeared and the boss door appeared. If you're standing where that wall was and you press start and unpause, the wall will respawn and you'll be stuck inside it.
I think that was our first game-ending glitch we found in the game.
Yes.
And boy, are there many.
Yes, another game-ending thing is when you game over, the game will just crash. I don't know if it's emulator related or anything, but yeah, it crashes.
Every time?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Funny thing about the game overs. How long did it take us to figure out there was actually a save feature in this game?
Oh, it took us a couple of days, I think.
Yeah.
'Cause we thought this game was a one-time playthrough. Because, well, we can't read Chinese. And apparently there is an option in the menu
Maybe
that
which-
saves the game. And it took us forever to find this.
Yeah. So, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna visit the Sora King, or King Sora. And since Prier has collected 2 monies, he has more than 500. And in the
524?
Yep. And the original, you pay the Sora King 500 rupees to get the flippers, but in this game, oh, get ready for this, you just show him 500 money, and he gives you the flippers for free.
I still have 524.
Yes, all his money is still intact, and he has the flippers. And here's the other cool thing with the dashing boots, Pegasus boots coming up. You can actually dash while swimming.
What I just did was talk to the fairy fountain and get my red shield and master sword.
Oh yeah, we just got the Master Sword out of nowhere. And we haven't even fought Moldorm yet.
17-minute Master Sword? That's some kind of record.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Look out, Christos.
Look out, Crystal. Or like...
They're afraid of this game. They're not ready.
Yeah, Crystal is too scared to play this game.
She really hates this game.
I could imagine.
Now, the wonderful coders in this game decided to put little shortcuts all over the world map. So what I'm going to do is teleport to the Mountain of Hera.
Yep. There we go.
Cool.
Inside the mountain.
And that thing is supposed to be the old man. And he gives me the mirror.
And the mirror in this game is incredibly broken. So, in the original, you can only use the mirror in the dark world to teleport instantly to the light world. While in this game, no matter what world you're in, you can press the mirror and instantly travel to the other world, no matter where you're standing.
We have a chat question from an Ivan GPX who asks, is there a run of this on the spectacular world record site known as Twin Galaxies?
There's not, sadly.
No.
Sorry, Ivan. Maybe you could be the first.
Right there.
I forgot to check my key. There.
The key that Prier just picked up is a very unique key, because when you pick up the key by holding A, every frame that you hold A gives you a small key, and as you saw on Prier's menu, he had 61 keys right now. So, and the keys carry over to every dungeon in the game, so Prier doesn't have to pick up any more small keys throughout the entire game.
Thank you, ACMLM, for your wonderful
Yes,
testing work.
ACMLM.
I mean, he does have a test of this. It was a 39? Was it? Something like that?
Yeah, 39, something like that.
And we're pretty much using his route right now. The
Yes.
original routes that we've been using for the game, that we just casually making up, they required extra key pickups, so we had to walk around for a long time just gathering keys for no reason.
Yep.
But ever since that glitch, we skip even more of the game. And here comes our favorite boss.
Yeah, Moldor.
Oh,
Get
boy.
ready.
Oh,
Get
boy.
ready.
Here we
Moldor.
go.
Everybody's
Pipe,
ready.
pipe, pipe, pipe.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, this is this is Moldor.
That's ridiculous.
Yes, be careful not to fall into the hole.
The derp is so strong with this one.
Yes, the derp is amazing in this one.
So, I just wanted to point out quick, when we started this run, a lot of the chat was opposed to this game, but you have won them over in a matter of minutes. They
Oh,
they
I
are
bet
huge
we
fans. Huge fans.
I told them it's just something you have to see.
Yes, you cannot explain this game, but in a few minutes you have to see it. Alright, so we got the 3 pendants, so we're gonna go and pick up the Master Sword that we already have. But no, really, what we're gonna do instead is we're gonna go to the Lost Woods, and we're not really gonna go to the place where the Master Sword is, because it's always empty, there's like nothing there. We're gonna go visit a guy in a random house, and he's gonna upgrade the sword to level 3, which will be the Tempered Sword in LTTP. And then we're gonna go fight Aghanim.
First, we have to walk through the most horrible screen in the game.
Yes. Very important thing to note, the birds in this game, every enemy that is a bird is the strongest enemy in the game, even stronger than every boss in the game, even stronger than Ganon, not kidding.
Just open up my pause menu to see the level 3 sword.
Yeah, there you go, level 3.
I keep getting teased by that song. It's so sad.
Oh yes, here's another trigger. Yes, I just remembered, but you remembered. talking to the church guy is it's optional in the original, but it is you have to do it in this game because otherwise you won't be able to go to Aghanim's tower. Like the door will be open and everything, you just can't walk in.
And oddly enough, that has spoiled many speedruns.
Yes.
Just because I forget to talk to that guy.
And that dash right there, where you dash into the Hyrule Castle, it's one of the hardest in the game to cancel. It's very often that you just keep dashing until you hit a wall.
And here's Aghanim.
Here's Aghanim. Alright, so in the original, Aghanim trolls you by giving you the blue balls that we call them. In this game, when Aghanim is standing at the bottom of the room, you cannot hit him. Like, either you can't reach his hitbox or he doesn't have a hitbox, we don't know, but you can't hit him when he's standing at the bottom. And he's dead. So now we're in the Dark World.
It sure looks like it, doesn't it?
Yes.
Except in the next area we're gonna visit.
Yes,
Which
the
looks
next...
very much like the Light World.
Yes. Also, beware of the birds, you're very low on health.
I had to dodge an Aghanim blue ball.
Yeah.
It is
Oh.
quite well.
And that treasure chest that you saw next to the ferry, it is the Cane of Samaria, the one that places the red blocks in the original. We're not gonna pick it up because it's useless in this game, but it doesn't place any blocks in this game, it just shoots glitch up graphic of random projectiles and deals damage based on your sword level. Like in the Aghanim fight, the projectile turns into a part of your life bar that you shoot at him. And in Eastern it turns into a sideway arrow, in Desert it turns into a pot, I believe.
I guess I have to pick up the cane now. But anyways, you
Uh-oh.
see how I entered the Palace of Darkness, Koto.
Yeah,
And
normally
ended up
this...
in Thieves Town.
Yep. They got the dungeons mixed up. Normally this dungeon would be inside the town. And as you can see, Prier is just walking through all the locked doors because he has like, what, 60 keys, maybe 58 something, I don't keep count.
Oh,
And
this
here-
dash. I have no idea why I do it, but
Yeah.
it looks really cool.
Yeah, this is
And I do it
completely
every run.
useless. This is the conveyor dash. And you cannot stop it once you start it, you have to hit a wall. It just looks cool as hell. And Ice Princess Zelda is back with us again. And the-
Dashing changes even more when you have a follower.
Yes.
It's a one frame dash instead of holding it.
And here comes the blind fight. So you're gonna see Prier hitting the pause button a lot, and that's because the pausing in this game resets everything in a room. Like it resets enemies, pots, and even certain bosses. And when blind collapses on the floor, it's impossible to hit him. So what you do is you hit start and pause, and then you unpause to reset his position, which is him standing up. So what you do is you stand where he spawns, and if he falls to the floor, you pause and unpause, and he's back. Strat discovered by Prier.
Thank you.
I remember the first race you guys did when you didn't know that. That was funny.
Yeah, blind took about 2 to 3 minutes, I believe, the first time we did this.
Somebody died.
That was you. So now I'm taking a little detour to pick up a special item.
Oh yeah, the wand with the glitchy graphics.
Pew, that's what it's supposed to look like. And then I'll go into the next dungeon and fire it again.
Yeah, if you watch very quickly, you probably saw that the graphics were when he opened the chest was the ice rod, but it turns into the Cane of Samaria inside the inventory. And the same thing is gonna happen with the fire rod in Skullwoods. When you open up the chest, what you see is the ice rod, but it turns into the fire rod. No, wait, it's the other way around. It looks like the fire rod when you pick it up, and inside your inventory it's the ice rod.
Now, as you know, there is a warp in the cemetery that takes you straight to Skullwoods.
And there you go, that was the glitched up graphic of your life bar and part of your magic meter. And watch out for that spike, it's moving awfully fast.
That's not what I wanted.
No,
We
wait,
have
it was the ice rod.
A
Oh, go
lot of
ahead.
people in chat asking why are there sound effects now, but there weren't any before.
Because coding is really hard.
Yeah, Prier said it before. The overworld and the dungeons are like completely different. Sound effects only work in the overworld, but not in dungeons. And just like the dashing changes between overworld and dungeon, we simply don't know why. It's just bad
Just the way it is.
programming. Yeah.
By the way, Ding is catching on in chat.
Yeah, there seems to be. I think it's when you get Nick Flash Prior. There's a little ding.
Awesome.
And yeah, this is
I
Macula.
forgot to turn that off.
The spikes don't move, there's no conveyor floor, it's just Macula flying around, shooting.
Everyone spam my name.
And...
All of my names. And LTTP, I can Nick Flash for LTTP too.
oh boy.
Ooh, man.
So, the way you fight bosses in this game is... what you want to do is get inside their hitbox and just mash your sword. That's how you fight, like, every boss except 1 or 2, I believe. Just get as close as you can, mash the sword. And eventually they die.
I just want to remind people too quick, we have some upcoming donation incentives that you can donate towards. And those include a bunch of stuff for Pokemon. First of all, you can choose which Pokemon game will be played. It is a donation war between Pokemon Leaf Green and Pokemon Sapphire. Whichever one has more money will be the one that's played. You can also donate for which name to be used for the hero, the rival, the starter, and the legendary Pokemon that will be caught, depending on which game is played. So if you're not sure what to donate for, those are things that are coming up right now. And you can find out more information about how the donations are doing, and if your donation is in the lead at numbersmw.com. So go there and check it out.
Did we ever explain the fire rod from Skullwoods?
Oh, yes. The fire rod, yeah. In the original, you need a fire rod to light torches, but you can't do that in this game. You also need it to fight Cold Stare, the ice boss. You don't need a fire rod to like fight him directly in this game. However, you do need a fire rod to spawn Cold Stare. So if you don't have the fire rod and you get to Cold Stare, the ice boss, the room will just be empty. So what you gotta do is just walk back to Skullwoods and get it.
And now here I am entering Misery Mire / Palace of Darkness.
Exactly. Normally this would be the Mystery Mire, but nope. Palace of Darkness with Sideway Turtles.
And normally in the original game, you would jump off right here and fall down to the next floor, but, you know, coding is really, really hard.
Yeah, we can just walk on air, no problem.
This song reminds me of those old wind-up music boxes.
Yes. And I've seen a couple of people asking about bombs in this game. There is bombs, but they are horrible. Basically, it's like a bowling ball. Like, Link just throws the bomb a couple of meters ahead of him, and it explodes after a couple of seconds. It doesn't deal a whole lot of damage, it's really hard to hit anything, and there's not a single wall in the game that can be blown up, so bombs are pretty much useless. And we're about to fight Helmasaur King, the big scorpion with a mask on. And normally he would just, walk around the room and shoot his fireballs at you. But yeah, he's not very mobile in this game.
This looks stupid every time I see it.
Alright, so this is a recurring question. What made you want to play Chinese Link to the Past in the first place? Or I guess, how did it become a speed game of choice?
I think it started out with Prier playing other of these pirate games, such as Panda Prince and Donkey Kong Country 4. And
that is part of it, actually. I think, if I remember correctly, somebody posted this in LTTP and jokingly asked for someone to speedrun it. I think it was Tampa, actually.
That might have been it.
He just posted on here, and of course, since I love really bad-looking demakes, I decided to pick it up. And I found out that this is actually one of the most playable demakes out there. There's also one for Spirit Tracks, which is awful, for Link's Awakening, which is really awful and hard. And there's a Minish Cap one, which is more like Pokemon than anything else. And I'm not sure if there's any others. But this one actually is very, very true to the original, despite how simplified it looks. And well, I have no idea why I wanted the world record. I think it was because you and ACM picked it up, and I didn't want anyone better than me at really bad games, or something.
I don't know what you were thinking, man.
Prier, the master of bad games.
Just to remind people, too, who keep asking, we will have all of the VODs of these runs up on this Twitch page. And we're going to highlight all of them run by run, so you'll be able to go through and search for them once the marathon's over.
Yeah, if there are enough requests, we'll even throw up a YouTube or something where you can watch it on the good old YouTube.
Do we have a second for donation comments?
Yeah.
Alright, so we have another two come in. We have a donation from Alex Workman. Ding, PJ Salt, ding, Pokemon Legendary Frankers. Thank you. And
You want to say that again?
yeah, basically, as far as donation goes, it's $3.78 for Pokemon Legendary, the name of Frankers.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that it's Frankers and not the popular dog.
Frankerzy.
There we go.
There we go. And then we have another donation from James Rodriguez for $5. How can I eventually watch these videos uploaded? I heard about an archive. Where would that be? Well, Golden just mentioned that. It'll be on this Twitch page.
Gotcha covered, friend.
Yeah. So thank you, Golden, and thank you, James and Alex, for your donations.
Alright, that was the end of Swamp Palace, where we get the hookshot and we beat Argus with his flying little popcorn. So now Ice Palace, and I saw some people asking about the hookshot, how it works. Unlike the original, you cannot use the hookshot wherever you want. Basically, you have to be standing at a very specific tile, and the hookshot will fly off on its own if you have it equipped. Oops. And yeah, I can hear the sound. Some people are probably noticing that there is a note who was stuck and has now disappeared. That is something that also happens on random in the music in this game. Like certain notes will just get stuck and then just turn off.
Now, if you ever seen a speedrun of the SNES version of Link to the Past, you would know that you don't even visit half of these rooms. But since this game, of course, has no programmable bomb jumps in, it forces you to visit most of the dungeon. And spikes get rid of all of your magic.
Yes.
I never noticed that.
It only drains like the minimum amount of health, but it drains all your magic in one hit. And we're about to fight Cold Stare at any moment here, and I just want to say that he is by far the easiest boss in the entire game, unlike the original. And that was it.
So just a quick reminder while we are a little bit of a break in the action here. NumberSMW.com is the website you want to be on to watch this marathon, because we have the schedule, the prizes you can win for when you're donating, as well as the incentives that we're keeping track of. So, for instance, coming up we have Pokemon, and there'll be tons of things you can donate for there, including which Pokemon game is going to be played between Leaf Green and Sapphire. You can also donate for the names of different Pokemon that are going to be caught along the way, as well as the rival name and the hero name. Remember, when you donate, what happens is you'll be presented with a PayPal page, you'll make your donation there, and then you'll be redirected to the chip-in page. And that's where you leave your comment, letting us know. We don't get the PayPal comment, so if you leave your comment there, we're not going to get it. It's the chip-in page after you've made your donation on PayPal.
And yeah, right now, normally this would be Ganon's Tower, the final dungeon of the game, but yeah, this is Mystery Mire.
It's very dry mire.
Yeah. It's Mire. That's all that matters. But they do have one thing in common, and it's the last dungeon of the game. So once we're done here, we're gonna go fight Ganon. And there is one dangerous room in Mystery Maya right here. There's a room where the camera starts shaking a little bit for no real good reason, and that room can crash the game on certain occasions. We don't know what causes it, really, so Prier is gonna make a save before he goes into that room, just in case it does crash. And yeah, Vitrius totally copy-paste of Argus.
Amazing.
Yes. And there we go. And the dungeon treasure that you get in this dungeon is the silver arrows. And I saw some people asking about the fat fairy. She is not in this game. There we go, silver arrows. Now we can go kill Ganon.
This game actually does have almost all of the items as the original SNES games, or the original SNES game.
Yes.
The code has every single item in the game, but it's impossible to get the level 4 sword or the Quake Medallion, unless you use like a Game Genie or something to mess with the code.
Yeah, we've tried everything to get 100% in this game, but we simply can't do it. Oh, and get hyped for Ganon, guys.
Yeah, man.
Just like Moldorm, you're not ready. You're simply not ready for Ganon. And there is actually a weird glitch in Ganon that we don't really know too much about, but if the glitch does occur, then Ganon will be immortal, and you'll be stuck in his boss room. But it doesn't, like, it's very rare that you get it. Here we go.
I like how we had 11 arrows, now we have 99.
Yeah, so this game is really, really nice to you. When you go to fight Ganon, it gives you 99 silver arrows and 5 bottles that refills your health. Just in case you die. And that's game.
Alright, I might have been a little late there, but I have 45:53.
Max speedrun.
Nice, Prior.
Very nice.
You the best, man.
Yeah.
Good job, Prier.
Congratulations.
Good job.
Yes, congratulations.
Anything interesting here with the credits? What do we got going on?
No, it's just ripped from another game, but I don't remember what it is.
Congratulations.
Like, the game over
Nice.
screen is ripped from a Disney game somewhere.
It's World of Illusion.
Yeah, game over screen is ripped from the intro of World of Illusion.
Alright, so thank you, Prier, for that amazing game. Amazing demonstration of an amazing game. We've had a few donation comments come in. I think I'll read them off now.
Let me go kill myself really quick.
Everybody ding it up in the chat.
Ding!
Get your dings up.
Ding ding.
Oh no. He's
Alright.
very slowly sucking away my life.
Is that the mumble?
Yeah, that's Fiesel just joined.
I just
Oh.
joined up.
Hey, Diesel.
Hello.